What's up, y'all? I'm Alan Hain, the Lawn Care Nut. Thanks for coming back for yet another week. Now listen, this one's gonna be a quick one and it's kind of a sales pitch. So if you're not into sales pitches and you don't care about the Greene County Next products, then you can click off this video. It's not even monetized. I'm gonna have a full video out tomorrow, which is our Milorganite winter reveal. And that's gonna come out tomorrow at noon Eastern time. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that. But for those of you that have been asking, and let me tell you, there's been a bunch of you, I'm just here to announce really quick and then answer just a couple quick questions, or I should say kind of put to rest some misconceptions, but really quick, 1801 Greene Punch is now available at the Lawn Care Nut store. This is a full-on macro Fert here, and a lot of you have asked about it, but listen, make sure if you're gonna buy this, read the description that I put on the website, thelawcarenut.com, link in the description below. Make sure you read that just to make sure that this is right for you, and if you're a beginner and you're not sure about it, then the answer is no, do not buy this. But if you are somebody, because there's a bunch of you that have asked for this, you can pre-order now. Delivery will start at the end of July, but you can get it in now, get your order in now, so you'll be the first to get it. That way you're all set for the fall, if liquid Fert is what you want. And that's part of the clarification here. So if you're looking to buy the 1801 Greene Punch, you already know what you're doing. Click the link in the description below, buy it, we'll get it shipped out to you end of July, early August. However, if you're somebody that's got a question, let me just clarify just a couple of things for you. So listen, I'm a Milorganite man. That's what I am, that's what I've always been. I don't think I've said anything that should have changed anyone's opinion on that. This is my #1 macro Fert. And when I say macro Fert, I mean fertilizer that gives me macronutrients. #1, nitrogen, because that's the main one you need, as well as potassium and or phosphorus. As you know, the two that I recommend are Milorganite, but we don't have any potash in Milorganite, so I often recommend that you switch out an app and you use something like Ringer Lawn Restore. Now, the reason that I've always recommended Milo here, which is our good buddy, or Ringer Lawn Restore, is because of two reasons. #1 is, these are fertilizers that are available to almost anyone in the United States. I always give you options in any program that I do. I always give you what I call over-the-counter options, and that goes for fertilizer, as well as weed controls, insect controls, everything. You guys know that. I don't ever try to give you some sort of an exclusive look at something. I always say, hey, if you want to do this, you can go right now to Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards, whatever it is, Ace, and pick it up now and be good to go. So that's the #1 reason I've always made Milorganite and or Ringer my #1 macro Ferts. The second reason is because they're foolproof. They're organic, so you can put down as much as little as you want and you're not gonna hurt anything. That's very important for beginners, and it's also very important for those of you that just like to throw it down, baby. And then of course, as you know, they're granular, which makes them easily accessible and easy to apply for most homeowners. However, as our audience grows, we do get some more of you that are more advanced and you'd like to try doing some extra things, and that's where this comes in. If you're somebody that wants to try liquid fertilizer, because there are advantages to liquids, which we'll be talking about in the coming months, then this is an excellent choice for you, and this can be a full-on macro Fert. But again, and I'll link to John Perry's video below, I'm not trying to tell you to use this to replace Milorganite. If you're somebody though that does want to use liquids for whatever reason, then this is definitely a good option for you and you should consider it. It's also for those of you that just want to have a little fun messing around with something different, something extra in between, because you can get really, really fast color pops with this. And we're going to do experiments with it ongoing. So let me further clarify, because I realize there's a bunch of you that have bought the biostimulants. The biostimulants are not a replacement for macro Fert. They're not a replacement for that macro Fert. They're not a replacement for that macro Fert. They're not even a replacement for that macro Fert if you so happen to use it. The biostimulants are just what they say they are. They work on the soil and or the roots of your grass. That's what they're doing. Humic 12 stimulates all kinds of good stuff in the soil. RGS does the same thing, also stimulates a lot of root growth. And to me, this one and this one are the two staples of the program. RGS being my favorite. I would put this on everything, including my morning cereal. Aerate, kind of a specialty product, but definitely focuses right on the soil. And then Dethatch, just what it is, eats up thatch. And these, their job is to make your macro Fert work better and more efficiently and help you utilize water better. So I just want to make that clear. If you're buying 1801 and Greene Punch and you don't have the biostimulants, I mean, you could do that, but I highly recommend the biostimulants as the basis of any program to set your soil right. So whatever macro Fert you choose, Ringer, Milo, Scott's synthetic, I don't care, or 1801 Greene Punch, it's gonna work more efficiently and it's gonna work better. Now the other piece are these. These are micronutrients. I realize we have some nitrogen here, but this is really all about iron and sulfur, and then the microgreen has got this huge stack of everything you need. So for those of you that have done a soil test, you realize when you do a soil test, you have macronutrients on one side and micros on the other. Macros you always have to put in, especially nitrogen, constantly, every single month, spoon feed it in, or if you're really like me, throw her down, baby. heavy. But the micros, you don't need quite as many. They do give you a color change though, and I think that's where some of you get confused because, you know, I take the micros and I put a bunch of them together way more than I should, and I throw her down and I get a color change. And you can do that with micros, but really they are definitely not a replacement for macro Fert either. So remember, you have three things. You have macro Fert. If you like liquid, this is a good choice. Macro Fert, if you're like me, you're gonna use that. Or if you're really like me, we're gonna use both. Then you have your micronutrients, again, to help balance out everything in your lawn. Micros, which can be mixed with the macro for sure. But then you have your biostimulants. These are the ones that set your soil up for success no matter what macro you choose. So I hope that clarifies things for you. I am like sweating in here because I don't have the garage open or anything. But I just wanted to get this out to you. Again, those of you that are looking to pre-order, go ahead, click the link in the description below. If this confuses you, if you have no idea, you should sign up for my newsletter. Click in the description below. And I'll put you on my newsletter where you'll get all kind of tips every single week. Don't forget, we got a full video coming out tomorrow. We got our Milorganite release coming out at noon Eastern. I'm Alan Hayden, the Lawn Care Nut. Thanks for listening to this pitch, and I'll see you in the lawn.